Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today the topic of our lesson is Loveliest of Trees, the Cherry Now. It's a poem written by A.E. Housman. In this video, we would deal with the words meanings, summary and explanation. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to know about the poet, to explain the poem in their own words, to write the theme, and to summarize the poem. About the poet. A.E. Housman was a scholar and a poet. There are 63 poems in the collection of poetry called Shropshire that was published in 1896 by Housman. Many of these poems convey the message that we should seize the day and live our lives fully because life is short. In the poem, Loveliest of the Trees, the Cherry Now, the narrator is 20 years old and sees a beautiful cherry tree while he was out for a ride. He realizes that he has only 50 years left in his life and vows to adore beauty of all seasons. And now I am going to read the whole poem. Loveliest of trees, the cherry now, is hung with bloom along the bough and stands about the woodland right, wearing white for Eastertide. Now of my 80 years and 10, 20 will not come again, and take from 20 springs a score, it only leaves me 50 more. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room, about the woodlands I will go, to see the cherry hung with snow. Now, words meanings. The first word is loveliest. It means the most beautiful, the most fascinating, or the most attractive. Cherry, it's a kind of tree. Hung with, full of, laden with. Bloom, bloom means blossom, flower. Next is woodland ride. This means the path supposed for horse riding. The narrator is traveling by a horse. Next is bough. Bough means a large branch of a tree. The next word is Eastertide. First I am going to explain the word Easter. Easter is a festival of Christian church celebrated between 21st March and 25th April. Eastertide as a whole means the 40 days of the Christian festival of Easter. It's in simple words, it means the Easter period. Next is 3 scores. 1 score is equal to 20, so it means 60 years. 3 score plus 10 is equal to 70 years. Dear students, now I am going to explain the poem stanza by stanza. Stanza 1 is, loveliest of trees, the cherry now, is hung with bloom along the bough and stands about the woodland right, wearing white for Easter tide. In the first stanza, the poet describes the beauty of the cherry tree with its beautiful white blossoms in full bloom, hanging from the branches of it. It blooms in the days of Easter. It is standing in the woods, and its blossoming white flowers look like as it is wearing white dress. Stanza 2. Now of my 60 years and 10, 20 will not come again, and take from 70 springs a score, it only lives me 50 more. In the second stanza, the poet assumes the span of life as of 70 years. So he realizes that he has only 50 more times to catch the brief moment each year when the cherry trees are in full bloom. The entire second stanza is about time. This is a fleeting beauty of the blossoming of cherry trees. This beauty lasts for a maximum of 2 weeks or even less. The second stanza reminds us that people like cherries are mortal and have only a limited lifespan. Stanza 3. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hung with snow. The poet calculates his lifespan as to how many times he will get the chance to see the beauty of the blossoming cherry tree. He says that though he has 50 more years to live, yet it is not enough time to enjoy that beauty. So he decides that he will visit the woodlands every year to enjoy the beauty of the cherry trees in spring season. The cherry is not really hung with snow. It is full of white flowers. The theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is that time is fleeting and one must take as much opportunity as possible to enjoy what is present in one's lifetime. As there is a common idea of the people that the average lifespan is 70 years, it should be properly utilized. The summary of the poem. The cherry tree is the loveliest of all trees, and it is in bloom as it is the spring season now. The blossoms are white, and it appears as though the tree is also celebrating the Easter season. The speaker is 20 years old. He will probably live for 70 years. So this means that he has got only about 50 years left. Unfortunately, this isn't enough time to look at everything he wants to see. So he vows to go about the woodlands and look at all the cherry trees hung with snow. Dear students, this is enough for today. In the next video, I will present the question answers and paraphrasing of the whole poem. Thank you very much.